Welcome to this episode of Math Unpacked. Today we're going to look at how to measure the length of a diagonal of a rectangle. If we have a rectangle and we are interested in measuring the length of the diagonal like this, we might be given the sides of the rectangle. So we might have a rectangle here that has length 3 on one side and a length 2 on the other side. And then we might be interested in how do you measure the length of the diagonal of this rectangle. So to do this, we notice that the rectangle is separated into two right-angled triangles. So we have here a bottom and a top triangle. So let's just focus on the bottom one. The way you measure the hypotenuse side of such a right-angled triangle is by the Pythagorean theorem. Now, the Pythagorean theorems relates the length of the hypotenuse of a right-angled triangle to the two sides of the triangle. So let me draw a triangle here that is right-angled, like this. Now, if we have such a triangle, we denote the two sides, A and B, the length of the two sides, and the hypotenuse length by C, then the Pythagorean theorem says that a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. Now, in order to calculate the value of c, we take the square root of both sides of the equation. So we can write c, which is just the square root of c squared, is also equal to the square root of a squared plus b squared. So this gives us a way to calculate the length of the hypotenuse of the right-angled triangle. So let us apply this to the rectangle that we have above. So for this rectangle, we had two sides. One was 3, the other was 2, and we're interested in calculating the length of the diagonal of the rectangle. So if we denote the diagonal length by d, then we can use the Pythagorean theorem, because we have a right-angled triangle here, such that we can calculate. So d is the square root of the sum of the two sides of the triangle squared. Or in this case, the diagonal length is the square root of the sum of the two sides of the rectangle squared. So we can calculate what this is. This is going to be 3 squared is going to be 9, and 2 squared is going to give us 4. And finally, we can add the two numbers together, so we're going to get square root 13 here. And if we plug this into the calculator, we'll find that this is roughly 3.6. So that's how you calculate the length of the diagonal of a rectangle. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one for more Math Unpacked.